pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
よし。
Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it.
これが二刀流。はいどうも皆さんこんにちは、こんばんは。KT ゲームズのクリボーです。ということで MLB THE SHOW やっていきたいと思います。さあ、先発。アスレチックス40勝47敗。
Number 24, a promising prospect. First and second, 2 outs. Tanaka getting ready to hit. The American League leader in RBIs this year. This one in the air right field. Rooker makes his way towards it. That skips over the fence, so it's an automatic double. And a run comes in to score. Here's the center fielder, Nolan Jones. 2 on, 2 outs. A swing and a soft line.
入るぞーと思ったら全然飛んでなかった。
Leading off, Brent Rooker. In the air, right field, lead settles under it, and there's
この
one
球
down.
場ちっちゃくね。左のフェンスが近いん
Stepping
だ
in the
ね。
long ball threat, Nick Kurtz. And that one hit to first. Burleson takes it himself, and here this afternoon, 2 quickly away in the bottom of the first. This one in
3
the
球で終
air.
わったぞ。
Montgomery.
逆だったベン
That
チ。
is the inning. And the bottom of the inning, stepping in, Isaac Paredes.
That was absolute gas. Triple digits on the gun. It's just a different experience as a hitter watching that go by. Right now, behind in the count, 2 balls and no strikes. No free passes. You can't allow that.
And it goes just foul. The 2-1. Fought off foul.
Really great change of speeds. He goes off the off speed to the fastball, and the hitter doesn't know what's coming next.
Next pitch is in the dirt. Ball 3. There's a swing and a drive.
アップだー。
Bounce takes it over the fence. That's an automatic double. Casey Schmidt swings through it for strike 1. Next offering in there for a strike. 0-2 now. In the dirt. Runner in scoring position, nobody out. Here in game 1 of this
入ってないか。
Really
入
good
っ
take.
てないな。
Especially
全
2
然入って
strikes.
ないな。
On the ground. Tosses to first. That's 1 out in the bottom of the second.
Good arm side run and sink on that pitch right there. Got inside on him and got him to bounce into that out.
Wilson has to step out of the way for ball 1. In there at the knees. 1 ball, 1 strike.
いや最悪。
Paredes around third. Fires it to the plate. Safe. In comes the run from second. We're tied at 1. Brenton Doyle up next for the A's. Tanaka needs to limit the damage here, Singy.
The scoreboard changed, but the inning's not over. He's got to lock it down before it unravels.
And that one fouled off. Tanaka, the former rookie of the year, 24 years old, a former first-round pick back in 2025.
Ball, that pitch is out.
わ
Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Tied up here in the early going. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. That just misses. Full count now. That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. Payoff pitch. And a ground ball to first.
やっべ、マジで空振らねえ。
And ball 4, 2 in the box.
When you go that deep into an at-bat, the hitter usually comes out on top.
Leo
Ball, that's too high.
DeVries, the next to hit, takes high for ball 1.
いや高いか、全然高いな。
Traffic on the bases with one already in. Bottom half of inning number 2. Montgomery. Quick feed to second for one.
Nice.
What a twin killing. Tanaka digging in. They say pressure makes diamonds. Let's see if this turns into a gem.
Yep, time to see if this one shines. The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it.
これが二刀流。
A 3-run dinger, his 22nd homer of the year, and it gives them the lead in the third. It's 4-1.
Boog, his plan was to hit the ball hard, and he was going to figure out the rest later. You can't argue with those results. With a low 90s fastball, you have to live on the edges and hit your spots. If you don't, you're going to get hard. Really good swing there, patient, waited for it. It was like BP all over again.
Back here at the ballpark, coming off a tough series offensively, and a look at those numbers. Strike 2.
I understand you want to try to gauge that guy's fastball, but you also have to be aggressive and ready to hit in your zone. Now you're in a tough spot.
Oh, can't pick it up cleanly.
村上さん。
But he beats it out. And the leadoff man is on with an infield single. Brent Rooker up next for the A's. Tanaka back to work after the error.
入ってるだろ今のは。入ってないの今の。ですよね。入ってます。
And on further review, it was a strike. So they get to hang on to their second challenge. Struck him out looking. That was pretty nasty.
Well executed pitch on the outside part of the plate.
Kurtz in the box now. No balls and a strike. He's one of the best players in baseball when it comes to scoring runs, Singy. His numbers are good enough to put him in the top 10. And here's a challenge. It looked like it missed him. Good eye at the plate. They'll overturn the call. So they've still got both their challenges.
Just not able to catch up to that velocity.
Ball 2.
Not close with
that.
And it's 3-2. Out towards right center. That's well struck. Carrying well.
いやマジか。
Out of here. A 2-run homer, and they cut into the deficit.
いやー気持ちよかったな今のは。まあ幸い自分で点取ってるんで。まだ勝ってはいますけど。防御率が一向によろしくない。
Instead, it's 1-1. Look for him to go back to that pitch later in this at bat. Part of the order coming through now, and with one home run already in this inning, they're definitely looking to do some more damage.
Strikes him out with 100. And next will be the cleanup hitter, Isaac Paredes. That one fouled off.
That's a ball.
Base is empty, 2 away, but 2 runs are in here in the last half of the third.
Second.
Right side, hard hit. And that's the inning.
Oh, 取られたら取り返せ。
The 1-0. In there for a strike at the bottom of the zone. Montgomery leads off first with 2 down to the inning.
Down
the right side, but foul. The 1-2. ground ball to the right side. Hot shot.
ゴリゴリにボール球やけど。
That gets by him. Montgomery on his horse around third. In to score from first.
やべ。
And
そ
they
う。
put
普
the tag
通
on
に
him.
三塁行けた気がするな、今の。
Welcome back. Let's check out what's been happening of late. Really been playing well. Schmidt at it for the second time, and that's strike one.
This is a very important inning here. After scoring all those runs, you want your pitcher to come out and just mow them down. The offense has worked hard. It's shut down anytime.
Liner snagged it first.
あ、あれ
It's
ライ
never
ナ
fun
ーな
going
の
back
か
to the dugout after hitting the line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your
Okay.
control.
And there's two away. At the plate, Brenton Doyle. Two down, nobody on. We're here in the bottom of the fourth. This one popped up. Foul ground, first base side. And that's the third out. Nothing doing. Tanaka back at it, working with a lead.
Yeah, the scoreboard favors him, so can't give this offense a reason to believe, Boog. It's about keeping momentum. Get ahead, stay ahead.
They've got a potent lineup, and when you think about teams capable of rallying from this kind of deficit, they're right at the top of the list. That clips the corner.
Man, this guy's got a great feel for his breaking ball today.
Next offering is
反
in
応
the
したけ
dirt.
どね。
And that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout. Next up for the A's, Riley Adams. The White Sox leading by 5, last half of inning number 5. Gets the outside corner with that one. Just missing there. Now 1-2.
入ってないな、ギリ、確かに。
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
俺もボールだと思う。
Challenged this, thought it was a ball. And after review, it was a ball. Good eye. Still 2 challenges left for them. That one way inside. In the air to left center. Jones should have this one. And there's 2 away. Back to the top of the order. Brent Rooker up next for the A's. Misses just off the outside edge. I think that was a strike. Hard on the ground to first. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league.
Home run 打たれたまま返さへんで。
Swing and a ground ball.
三振取りたかったが、まあよし。
One away, bottom of the 6th. Lawrence Butler will hit next. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. And they have their first hit since the 3rd inning. And now it's going to be Isaac Paredes. There you see his May and June numbers so far. The 0-1. And there's the ball.
Ball 1.
Backed off the plate that time. On the ground to first. Could be 2. 1 at second. Back to first. Double play. And that's it for the inning. So 2 down. Tanaka digs in now. 3 for 3 with a homer and 2 doubles. That's a laser base hit.
Pick it up. Pick it up.
Takes the turn. He's digging for second. To second, pulls him off the bag. And his hot hitting continues.
They kept him in the yard that time, but all he's doing now is passing the baton, and everything seems to get started around this guy.
Man on second, 2 down. Runner takes off for third.
That's out.
Okay.
Throw, save.
He did not take the bat off his shoulder the entire at bat.
And here's the first baseman, Alec Burleson.
やっちゃった。
Now they put the tag on him to end the inning. And set for the last half of the 7th. Now the A's designated hitter, Casey Schmidt. Lifted in the air, left field, pretty well struck. Castro towards the line, looking up, makes a one-handed catch. 1 pitch and 1 out. Wilson in the box again, takes a strike. Burleson. He'll do it himself. That's it out. Here's the left fielder, Brenton Doyle.
Off the plate, ball 1.
Two down, nobody on. And that one clips the corner. Out to short, Montgomery.
まあさすがに8回はないだろうな。
Nicely done for the out.
ですよ
So a new
ね。
pitcher on the mound for the A's, number 66.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
So up next for Chicago, Tanaka, looking to do more of what he did back in the 3rd.
No doubt.
待ってヒッティングボートまでなってるんだけどどういうこと？
Reason why they're in a good spot right now in this ball game, and important swing of the bat.
いつの間に。
And first offering is fouled off. 1 run across in the frame so far here in the top of the 9th. And a foul ball. In the dirt, but kept close. Throws to second. Tag safe at second. And good hustle to move up. That's a wild pitch.
二刀流で頑張ってますね。
Man at second.
Ball, that's out.
Still 2-2 after the foul ball. Laser to the gap should score the run. Montgomery on his horse around 3rd. And they're up by 4. Pulls into second. That's an RBI double.
Picks himself up an RBI. Just a cookie down the middle. I mean, those are the ones you dream about. Ones in the cage, you're just hoping you get in the ball game. Right down the middle, not a whole lot of velocity. Right on top of it.
Runner breaks for 3rd. Extra base 4.
アウト規制だよね。
And he's out.
おい、おい、お前もしかしてそんなこと許されないぞ。おい、おい、おい、おい、おい、おい、ハムストリングの怪我、なんかまた離脱はしないけど数試合休む必要があるって書いてあるけど休むんですかね。まあ普通に怪我して寝てますね。
Tanaka digs in. Not a lot of traffic this inning, but he's got the power to change that with 1 swing.
Yeah, and that's the kind of threat that keeps pitchers honest, even with 2 outs and no one on.
Tanaka really mashed in his last game with 4 extra base hits. That's off the mark, and that's ball 1. Base hit, so a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
昨日の試合から6打席連続安打。
Nice line drive to the pull side, met it out front, but just stayed through it nice enough and ripped it into the outfield.
Runner takes off in the dirt, and there's no throw. He's in there at second with a stolen base, and that's another stolen base for the league leader. Runner goes again, and down on strikes. That ends the frame. Tanaka steps in. Previous batter couldn't get the job done. Now 2 outs. It's late, and the pressure is mounting, Chris.
Well, this is where you pick up your teammate, Boog. They need someone to come through right here.
いやー、伸びない。
And that's the third
当たり
out.
は悪くないけど。
First and second, no outs. Casey Schmidt up next for the A's. Base hit! Runner around third. The relay.
でも普通に怪我してるのにキャッチャーとして出てんだな。
Tanaka steps to the plate. They're trailing, but here's an opportunity to reel it in. RBI
はい、
chance.
3回で8点取られてるんだけど、どういうこと？
This is exactly who they want in a spot like this.
On the ground out to short.
ないな、カーソ
In
ルが
plenty
微妙。
of time to first. That's the third out. All loaded up. Tyler Soderstrom
いやー、
up
ま
next
ず
for
い。
the A's. High fly ball, right field. Lee.
いやー、犠牲フライでは十分です
He's got it.
ね。
Runners tagging from second and third. That's a sacrifice fly as he comes across, and it's 9-3. So up next for Chicago, Tanaka, 1 for 3. They've got a potent lineup, and when you think about teams capable of rallying from this kind of deficit, they're right at the top of the list.
Let's go, Kuribo, baby, let's go.
2 down, nobody on.
0-1.
Tanaka with a homer in his last game. Strike 2.
真ん中。
And a swing and a
カ
miss.
ット。
And that's that. So
う
a
ま
man
い
at
わね
first. The switch hitting catcher will come up to hit. Tanaka. Out to short.
いや
Wilson.
ー、カス上げすぎなんだよ、ま
And the
た
inning is over. Tanaka
いや
with an unremarkable performance in the
ー、前
loss.
回
Went
の
1
試合
for
が好
5
調
with
だ
a
っただけ
single.
にか、5
I
打数
think they
1安
expect
打
him to make larger contributions than he did today. Nothing too bad, but nothing great either.
So 2 outs with runners on the corner.
さあ、怪我明けました。
Tyler Soderstrom up next for the A's. Bunts it back towards the pitcher. To first, and he beats it.
Wow.
That's safe.
普通に今キャッチャーがファースト取って普通にファーストにだけでアウトだったんじゃないか。
With how good these offenses
と
are,
思っ
there's
て
a
しま
lot
うん
of
で
ball
す
game left.
ね。
And that one is lifted in the air. Soderstrom should have this one.
ち
Two
ょっ
away
と伸
now.
びない。
Here we go, Ronaldo.
Hot shot to
は、
third.
振り遅れ。
Paredes fires over to first. That's it out. Swing and a ground ball and foul ball. Montgomery, the runner at first with 2 gone.
センター前ヒ
Middle,
ッツ。
and that one finds its way through.
地味
And out
だ
to
けど
a
よし。
board. Now here's Nolan Jones. The 1-2. Runner on the go. Lined into right. Brings it in, and that is that. Tanaka Tanaka locks in. No need to press, but they can really use the leadoff base runner right here.
Yeah, all you want to see is a patient, quality approach. Pass the baton and chip away.
First pitch swinging.
Whoa.
And that's through there for a strike. And the count 1-2. Got him swinging.
Pretty big strikeout right there to start this 8th inning. Down one. Any leadoff base runner really makes this inning.
One out man at first. Digging in, Brandon Lau. Up the middle, and he knocks it down. The throw is still in time. So a tough play, but they do get out number 2. Munetaka Murakami steps to the plate for the White Sox. 1 strike away. And it's just foul. That was close.
So now it's all about protect mode. Try to shorten up, try to track the ball. Walk in if you have to, as far as just a late swing.
So runner at second.
Munetaka
Murakami will hit next. So the tying run at second. And that's a strikeout looking. And that ends the ball game.
ここは最後チャレンジしとけよ。
Left stranded at
なかったのか。
Tanaka with a less than great game in the loss. Number 24, fresh off an incredible series and back at right field. Bottom of the second, Tanaka steps to the plate for the White Sox. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Tanaka, the former rookie of the year, hitting 5th in today's lineup. Can't forget to mention he's a former MVP. Swinging a ground ball over to low. That's 1 out the bottom of the second. So digging in, Zach McKinstry. This one in the air. And there's 2 down. Runner at second, 2 down.
ミートカーソルちっちゃい。
Swing and a miss. Strike 1. Chris, he's their team leader when it comes to RBIs. Check swing, and he went. That's strike 2. Stays alive. So runner in scoring position, and now the tying run comes to the plate. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Man on second, 2 down.
Ball 1.
Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again. The 1-2. Battling here as he fouls it away.
5 foul balls in this at bat so far, and these 2 are going head to head. You can see the crowd. They're starting to get into it a little bit more and more each pitch, even though there hasn't been a ball in play yet.
高め来ると嫌やなと思ってたらボールやった。
Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit.
ボールはバズだけどよし。
The throw in, safe at the plate, and now they trail by 1.
ヒットなんでよし。
So 2 down. Here's the center fielder, Nolan Jones. Runner on the go. In the dirt, blocked. Throw to second, out of bounds, safe. And the league leader in stolen bases does it again.
Well, he had that base stolen as soon as he broke for second. Such a huge lead. The pitcher's got to find.
Runner on the go again. This one in the air center field. Mullins moving under this one.
はい。
And that is that.
次次。
One down. Here's Carlos Correa. Trying to bunt his way on. Handles, throws to first, and the bunt doesn't work out. Tanaka stepping in. A base hit here could shift the vibe. They're just one swing away from changing the rhythm of this ball game.
Yeah, Boog, that's the beauty of baseball. You always have a chance if you've got a player like this to lead off the inning.
Looking to get the tying run on base.
Ball one.
やべ。ボールボール。
And now it's 1-2. In the air, left field. Alvarez sprinting after it. Brings it in with a nice run and grab. And there's one down. First and second, no outs.
いやー、ここで点取られるのはまずいぞ。
In the dirt. First and second, no outs. And we're at the top of the 8th. Swing and he popped it up. Lee on the move. Pulls it down and he makes the catch.
いや、結局取られるんかーい。
Tanaka with a nice showing despite the loss. Singled and knocked in a run.
Not his best showing, but I hope he isn't too self-critical after they took the loss. Some things to build on in this game.
So runner at second, 2 down. Tanaka digs in now. 1 run batted in yesterday. Their only run of the game. Awkward swing there from the big left-handed hitter.
Off balance as well.
On the ground right
い
side.
やー、スイーパー。
Tosses to first, and that is that. Ball one there. Swing and a miss as he was late. The Astros leading by 2. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Good job to fight that one off. The 1-2. Ripped to
Ah.
first. Yikes, that ball was scorched.
外寄りにしちゃった、ちょっ
Missile,
と。
and it almost becomes self-defense as the fielder. When one of those things comes screaming towards you, watch your lips.
Swings through that one for strike 1. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. Still over. Misplay doesn't cost. Tanaka digs in. He's left a few out there today, but this is the one that matters. RBI opportunity, Siggy.
Yeah, his struggles today reset with a knock right here, Boog. Redemption is right in front of him.
Two on, 1 out. Late on that fastball. They've got a potent lineup, and when you think about teams capable of rallying from this kind of deficit, they're right at the top of the list. That one is absolutely belted. Carrying well. Can't reach it. This should score at least 1. Murakami coming home. The relay throw. It's off the mark and he scores. It's a 3-run game, 6-3.
つなげー。
Scoring position with 1 out. Kyle Teal steps to the plate for the White Sox. Tying run at the plate. There's a line drive to left field. Brings it in. Runner tags from third. Save. He beats it. And it's 6-4.
2点差。
Alec Burleson will hit next. Brother takes off in the dirt.
You're down.
ウェイ。
Scores and they have the lead. 6-5. Tanaka digging in. Runner in scoring position. Game hanging in the balance. Big
う
moment
わ
here.
どっ
Yeah, this
ち
is where reputations get built, Boo. Time to come through in the clutch.
This
あ
one
く
in
そ
the air
ー外
center
張ってりゃ
field.
よかった
Brings it in. Runner tags at second. The
外張ってたら
relay.
ワンチャンあっ
He's
た
safe at third, and the tying run is 90 feet away. So up next,
ちょっとムネがサヨナラを決めるのか
And that's
う
a
え
runner
ー
around third on his way to the plate. In comes the winning run,
Yes.
and the White Sox walk it off in extra innings.
So exciting to see a team walk it off. Not so much fun if you're on the other side, but what a great way to win.
Nice,
This
nice.
team is celebrating, and this win is well deserved.
And a final
で次回登板なんで
a one-run
終わり
extra
ま
inning
す
win for Chris Singleton and
そ
our
してなんと
entire
今
crew.
永さんとの投げ合い
So
で
long
す
from the
ありが
south
とうござい
side
ま
of
す
Chicago.
勝たせていただきますあでも9勝の回結構頑張ってる三振も同じぐらい防御率は俺の方がちょっと1点台ぐらいいいくらいてか俺いつの間にか2桁勝利してんだまず前回は今永さんをコテンパンにしていきたいと思いますはいということで、本日はこれに終わりたいと思いますさよなら